Hello, Pippin Runners. How you doing? This is Greg McLeod from Elite Trader University, and we are looking at pound dollar. I've been scalping it pretty much all day. Was talking with one of my students, David, and he was asking me a question on the pound dollar. He posted a chart, asking what I thought about it, and I've been scalping it. This was probably around noon. I've been scalping it all day, and usually I don't even trade the Asia session, especially the pound versus US dollar. You don't think there's a whole lot of activity, but I'm on a 21 tick chart, and the 21 tick chart is with candles is what you have available with C-Trader. People ask me why I love C-Trader so much, and one of the reasons I like C-Trader is the 21 tick chart, the ability to see candles on your tick chart and be able to catch these really fast moves that are small. But I like being able to find them, seeing the chart patterns develop, and then just acting on my trade idea. While some other charting platforms or trading platforms do not have, they have tick charts, but they don't have candles. They have lines. So we're getting ready to limit out on this trade here. There we go. Boom. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We're at 3,613. We limited out on that trade on the tick chart. In fact, one of my buddies who follows me on Twitter, he asked me, Greg, why do you like C-Trader over another platform? And I won't mention what the other platform is. And it's the I love the candlestick tick charts, and very helpful to be able to see that. And his handle is First. And so he's an IT analyst, an ethics trader in the making, master chef, designer, entrepreneur, and he's based in the UK. So a big shout out to First, and like what he's doing, like what he's posting over there. Thanks for the follow, First, and thanks for your question. But this is the reason why I wanted to show you, not just tell you, well, I like tick charts because I can trade with them. Well, I want to show you that I can do it. Sometimes a picture's worth more than 1,000 words. And I think, hey, well, a picture's worth 1,000 words. The video must be worth like 1,000,000 words. So I'm looking at the tick chart, and hey, I'm trading the cable, British pound versus US dollar, and you saw me limit out on that trade. In fact, I just got back from my daughter's concert at the middle school. Actually, they had a orchestra concert and a choir concert in two different places, and I have twins, and they both are performing. One was lead vocals. Her name was Kira, and she actually sang a solo, and she was the first act. So that was perfect because my wife and I were able to go to that performance. And after she finished singing her solo, then I ran to the other area where the orchestra was playing, and saw my other twin Krista, and saw her perform, playing the cello in the Philharmonic Orchestra. So that was so we were running around, so a little out of breath, running back and forth, and get back here, and then so I've been in this particular trade. A couple of these pound dollar trades were limited out while I was away, and I knew that we're going to go to target based on my 8 pattern system, part of the Pippin Run system, and so we got a little bit of a pullback there. We got another couple of take profits there. We came a little bit short of those, but I think we have a little bit more to go higher. We're pulling back based on these Fibonacci ratios. It's kind of bouncing on those Fibonacci ratios, and probably come out and take out this 50% retracement one spot 4496 in the next few minutes or so. So we'll see how we're doing there. We are bottoming there, and on the tick chart, maybe we get a little bit of a pullback 21 tick. Want to see a little bit of life from that. A little bit of green, a little bit of life, and maybe go into another trade there at that level. So let's see if we can pick up another 4 pips there. Trading with the Xenia C-Trader platform. And you can click the link below to get a free demo, free $50,000 demo. You can try it out for yourself, see that if it's not the best platform in the whole wide world to trade from. Um, I just love it because I love my. I used to use something called Pro Real Time, and that's based out of France, I believe, and it was offered with the active trader platform when it was FXCM, and I traded 21 tick charts with that until they no longer made that available, and so I didn't have my tick candles anymore, so I was quite saddened, but the show must go on, right? We just adapt, overcome, improvise, right? So I'd adapted off of a 1 minute and 5 minute, but always missed my 21 tick. And I think they did come up with a platform called Strategy Runner, and that had 21 tick. And so did that for a while until they got rid of that too. So when I was introduced to C Trader and over to the guys at Pepperstone, and I go, oh, great, this is a fantastic platform. However, they don't take U.S. clients, so that kind of sucked. So that didn't help. So you give me this great platform that I can't use, and the one U.S. broker that had it stopped. So that's why I love Xenia, and they are a great partner. And you should go ahead and click that link and open up a demo account and open up a live account. Once you try it and see if you like it, go ahead and open up a live account. And if you do open up a live account, I am an education provider for Xenia. You can go ahead and just email me or Holger at forexpaydays.com, which will be Elite Trader University. Soon we'll be launching that. In June 1st is our launch date. So you might see some Forex Payday overlap here. And so we're doing that transition. Holger is busily at work doing transition. And we should have the university fully launched, and that'd be a cool thing indeed. So we're looking at 3,008. That's 6 or 8. Hey, you need some glasses, Greg? Nah, just you need more carrot juice. 3,613.06, and see if we can take out that high and move on up like George and Wheezy. Moving on up to the east side. The deluxe apartment in the sky. Just moving on up. Just love the Jeffersons. It's hilarious. I know Greg's like he's having these 1970 TV show flashbacks. So we're looking at a retest of the old high, 1.4492. And I don't know, cable's rallying in Asia. Usually London fades Asia, so it might be interesting to see if the London Open happens, what happens there. Might see a drop a pound and then retesting the 144.76 or below, exploring that lower level. So let's see what happens here. Just want to see if we can get out of these trades. A nice little explosive move. I mean, can you imagine? This is Asia session, guys. 9:18 p.m. 9:18, and pound is rallying, is moving. So you might have something going on pound Aussie that's causing this kind of a cross current, kind of over spillover, because pound is not one to really move during Asia. Greg Scalping pound, he's daft. Oh, there you go. Well, there we go. There's pound Aussie, and it's on a 5-minute chart. And you can see that the Aussie is strengthening versus the pound. I mean, he's like, well, Greg, what are you talking about? Well, there's a big wide-ranging candle telling me that there may be some more downside to pound Aussie. But you can see the bigger trend there where you're just kind of sloping down there. Kind of, we had this spike up. Pound Aussie is like our Armageddon pair. It kind of like tells us that the market or the general economies of the world are in trouble. Mayday, mayday. I think back in 2008 it had spiked up pretty smartly. So anytime we see big spikes here, there's usually some type of geopolitical upheaval going on. And we're spiking now, but we're hitting a level of resistance here. obviously hitting that 50% retracement on the daily chart. Um, we get some, so we're nice big sharp move there. And we might work our way up to the 2.0845 area, and then we could probably see a move back down here, down to the 1.82500 area. Gee, Greg, that's a whole lot of pips. Yeah, it'd be a lot of pips to the downside, but I look for a move up here, closer to the 2100 2.100 area, maybe top out in this congestion zone. Nice big congestion area. Nice big congestion area there, so we might run right all that congestion there, project it into the future, We can see all this coming into play into some type of a supply zone. A supply zone, no! Yeah, anyway, but we may explore the supply zone. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, cable is making its way back up again, and we're at 3,613.06, and maybe we can cross over to the $4,000 area, and we are slowly moving up. Oh, hopefully the sound's a little bit better. I said, "Gee, Greg, sounded like you were far away." Yeah, the headset was plugged in and the microphone was on the ground, so hopefully you can hear me now. And again, I've got a little stack of positions in there for 4 pip limits. There's the 50% retracement right there. There's another target up in here. There's lots of targets for it to hit. Different fib lines. You can see that we took this up, and yeah, we ate lunch, and so we just can't keep watching this all day long. And then we got this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. We got these here, form a double bottom, and then so we can basically scalp this whole thing, just kind of follow it, and we could just keep following it. But we gotta get some sleep, and I'm definitely gonna get some sleep tonight. And we're getting ready to break this top side resistance in old supply zone. Supply zone comes in right in this area here. Call it 1.4490 to 1.4492. Is like, Greg, that's a 2 pip zone. Well, I'm trying off a 21 tick chart, guys. We go, oh, okay. In fact, we can put something called a chart scale, and you can see the measurement of the scale is 5 pips. It's like, really? It's like, yeah, really. Whoa, it came up to the top. Maybe we'll come back and test this trend line. Lower high, red alert. Bet that it's again, each candle is probably one less than a pip, right? Half a pip. Got some news coming up. Not until tomorrow, right? We got a lot of Chinese data, guys. It's kind of weird. So Chinese can have data too. Yeah, I know they can. Yeah, of course, Chinese can have data, but not. They're going to release the data. At 8, a little after 8 a.m. Eastern time, between 8 and 9 a.m. Eastern time, when it's 9 p.m. in China. Okay, so it's a 12-hour time difference between New York time. So they're going to be releasing their economic data during the New York session. All right, so that's going to be pretty interesting. It's the C Consumer Conference Board leading index month on month. I don't know if they're going to release the December data, the January, the February, and the March data all at one time as separate announcements. No forecast is given, so it could be very interesting what may happen. Maybe they'll be a little more transparent, I guess.
We also have U.S. new home sales at 10 a.m. Previous number is 511,000. Forecasts call for a rise to 521,000. But before that, we'll have trade balance out of Switzerland. 4:30, we have the public sector net borrowing, and that's supposed to rise from 4.2 billion to 6.3 billion, and that should impact the pound. But at 5 a.m., the only big announcement we have is the German ZEW economic sentiment. It's expected to rise from 11.2 to 12.1. And the Eurozone ZEW economic sentiment is supposed to rise from 21.5 to 23.4. And the UK will also have an inflation report that comes at 5 a.m. too. And if we do see a rise in inflation in the UK, we could see further gains in cable. However, if we see those inflation numbers muted, we could see a sell-off. And there we go. Here, 3,613.06, and I'll remove our supply zone so we can see where price is going. Like I said, look at this action that's going on in the pound and the cable, pound versus U.S. dollar at 9:26 p.m. No. And, I mean, that is London. It's to 2:26 a.m. 2:26 in the morning. So there's no major European banking center open at this time. Now, big merger acquisition news. We have Bayer in German pharmaceutical agribusiness buying Monsanto in the U.S. for over $62 billion all-cash offer. And that it gave Monsanto stock a pop. Monsanto is the beleaguered big giant agribusiness that makes genetically modified seeds and a number of things, and they're not very much liked here in the U.S., but they're very big, and they have a kind of a tarnished name. But Bayer may clean them up and buy them. Now, we say, well, what does that have to do with Forex, Greg? So you always bring up this far-fetched stuff, Greg. And I do bring it up for a reason, because in order for a German company to buy a U.S. company, they must use U.S. dollars. Now, if they have euros, they're going to have to sell $62 billion worth of euros to purchase $62 billion worth of U.S. dollars, right, in order to purchase the company. So that big a transaction could send the euro higher in the near term as banks decide to jack up the euro exchange rate in order to to get a piece of this business, right? So you're going to see everyone hoarding euros, and all of a sudden the euro supply drops, and then the price goes up, and then buyer has to pay a lot more for those euros. So we could see that a floor being put under. I got that backwards. You can get scratch that. You might actually, the other way around, you might see dollars being in demand because they have to sell the euros to buy the dollars. So they're dumping euros and buying dollars. So we actually should see a pop in the dollar and a drop in the euro. I hope I have thoroughly confused. No, I hope I haven't thoroughly confused you. But yes, Bayer is buying Monsanto. Bayer is a German company. It's in the European Union, so it has euros on hand. It has to turn those euros into U.S. dollars in order to buy Monsanto. So they need $62 billion worth of euros. So we could see a rally in the dollar and a drop in the euro. So in fact, we could take a look at that in this other chart and just take a look at maybe the impact. And I think I did take some trades on that, but we did have that big sell-off, big bar, boom, and we could probably continue. You might see a little bit of a rebound. I'm looking for actually a rebound back up somewhere back into this zone here. So we'll see if that. Oh, there we go. Limit out. And so we limit out in 2 trades. We got another couple of trades left. 4,584.30. Kind of happens when you look at something else and all of a sudden, hey, it just popped up. I mean, look at that move there. So we limit it out. Price coming back down. Still, I'm looking for that 50% retracement to get tagged, and that would end it for me. I'd go to bed. And hope you're enjoying this. If you do, send me an email. Email greg@forexpaydays.com. And say, hey, I kind of like this, Greg. If you want Pip and Run to come back, let me know. Type it in the chat box and let me know if you would like to see live scalping in the market again. It can be a little fatiguing, but I actually spent a lot less time than I did back then, because the these additional, I basically traded with 2 patterns, and they're about the same pattern, just flipped. But now I have 4 other patterns, so basically I can stay with the chart and I could just trade the same trend for literally hours. I don't really need to go anywhere else for trades. I can just stick with one currency pair, 1 or 2 currency pairs, basically 1 currency pair, and we can just ride it out. You can see we came back down, tagged that Fibonacci area, and we just rebounded off sharply, smartly, and I actually got long on a little pullback there too. So again, I'm looking for like I said, Greg, this is a really big dip, and you went here and went all the way down here, Greg. It's like, yeah, but remember, it's 5 pip measurement, so what? It dropped 10 pips against me, right? And plus, if you put a trade on now, the spread makes it a lot higher. See, if you put the bid-ask line on here, see, here's the ask line, and that's the bid line. So when I put a trade in here, I get filled up here, the dotted line. Okay, so that's why that big gap there. Because what these guys aren't going to do the trade for free. They're going to put a spread in there, right? The distance between that orange line and that green line is the spread. And the spread narrows and widens, but that's how the brokerages and the liquidity providers get paid, off the spread. A real simple way of explaining it, I call it like wholesale and retail, right? You're never gonna, unless you buy in huge quantity, you're never gonna buy it wholesale. You go to because the guy buys it for a quarter and sells it to you for $1. Well, the spread is 75 cents, right? You're not gonna buy it for 25 cents, and he's getting it for 25 cents. He's not making any money. In fact, he's losing money. So you have these people they're not running a charity. they are, but you can lower your commissions and lower your spreads by shopping around and come to Xenia. One spot 4494. Usually we're getting the 94s, the 95s, 96. We would roll into the next whole number. Next whole number will be 1 spot 45, right? Oh, boom. There you go. Winner, winner. Boom. Breakout. North side breakout. North breakout. Got a breakout. And we got 50% retracement up there at so we got filled now at 5,295. So you saw me make like $3,000 or $2,000 in front of you. How's that? I'm looking for this this next take profit to be taken out. Again, I'm using the Xenia C Trader. You can click the link below and you can get access to it. And also take advantage of the 12-week course offering, our university course, where I can turn you from a retail trader to a professional trader in just 12 short weeks. And we have a lifetime retake guarantee. If you do not make at least at least, yeah, can you make at least $1,000? Well, we'll show you 30 winning trades, and you'll find so many. You'll just go, Greg, are you kidding? What? Another. Oh, yes, 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 yes. You've done 85, 90%. Yes, you have done 99%. Yes, you have done 6% per day. Okay, or per week, per day. Okay. Yes, you have done 30% for the month. Yes, you have beat most hedge funds. And why is it so easy, and why doesn't everyone do it? Because they refuse to invest in their education, they refuse to invest in themselves, and they think they can get by with a $9.97 ebook. And I'm showing you, folks. I just wanted to limit on that last little bit. Came really close, and the spread probably, of course, like I said, they're not going to do the transaction for free. But I bet you my ask line was like, well, there's my bid ask line. Okay, this is it. We should get out of this trade soon. I'm going to let it limit out. It's a 10 pip limit. 5,295 spot 44. Bouncing off of a support area. See if we can roll over into the next. Now we're already at a profit. I mean, we're up. I mean, if I were to close these out, I'm already up 4 pips there. I can actually take one of these off and go, hey, you know what? Okay, well, there we go. And a 430 there. All right, so there you go. So we closed both those trades out. So 5,906 is like, oh, come on now. I didn't get 6,000 on that. Well, then there you go. We're just gonna see if we can pull 6,000 out of that. It's like going, yeah, Greg, yeah, right. Sometimes you try to hold out for that. All I need is $100 to make 6 G's. Come on now. You can draw another trend line. I mean, anyway, that trend line's not going to work out. So, but we have, in fact, this Fibonacci is probably not going to work out anymore either, because we broke the high. And I'm looking for that spring up. That would take us to 1.44. Can't see the little camera. 9.7. 21 tick chart. Greg, what time frame is that? It is a tick chart. And you might not have ticks on your MT4 or your TS2. So my buddy first, he wanted to know why I like my 21 ticks. This is why. C Trader guy. You know how there was yet, Greg? It's like, yeah, I know. I got in this trade here. It's pulling back. And I'm down. How much you down? Yeah, I'm down 3.9. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do? Nice bounce off the 23%. I mean, just tagged it. Like, tag, you're it. Yeah, I'm scalping the British pound versus US dollar, at 9:39 p.m. on May 23rd, 2016. Currently trading at one spot 4492, and I just knocking these little trades out. Greg, couldn't you just put one trade on? No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we got another candle, bounce candle. We got a little morning star pattern, bullish candle, small body. We need this one to break that range, and we should be off to the races. Now, see the bid ask there. The green line, this little green line, is the ask. You buy the ask, sell at the bid. So if I buy, I get filled there. If I sell, I get filled there, right? It's not fair. It's not fair. Hey, these guys that's their cut. You're watching their cut. And here, the spread is 2 pips, 2.1 pips. Old Doug, Mr. Doug Spencer is the CEO of Xenia. Real classy guy, ex-IBM executive, putting together it's a solid brokerage out in the Cayman Islands. Glad to be an education provider for his company. Xenia is very, very transparent with their pricing. Generous leverage. And of course, he has C Trader. There's some really good deals going on right now as far as education is concerned. I mean, you shouldn't trade without good education. You can say, well, I taught yourself. You taught me. See, I taught myself, and I learned from this, and I watched that. And you got like this patchwork quilt of education going on, and it all doesn't really work together. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And you really haven't placed yourself under mentorship or guidance. And so I just encourage you that, find someone who you like, because it's hard to learn from someone you don't like, and then find that person. You want to make sure that person has helped others, and also they can trade themselves, have a great track record. But not only that, having a great track record and making $1 million is great. But if they can't teach you how to do it, then they are not necessarily a great coach, and they're not going to do you any good. They can basically say how great they are. Now, you can judge a tree by its fruit. You can look at my students who are posting triple-digit, double-digit, and triple-digit gains. And pound for pound, I have more success stories than anyone in the business. And I've taught retirees, I've taught people in their 80s, 70s, and 80 years of age, 80 years young, how to scalp the markets. I've taught children, my own daughters, 13-year-old twin daughters, how to trade. I have everyone in between. So if you can count to 5 and you know your shapes, you should do well in my class. Now, if you have trouble recognizing shapes, right, and patterns, then this just can be a challenge for you, okay? So if you weren't very good at shapes when you were in first grade and kindergarten, you just really just jacked up the rectangle and the rhombus, just got those confused, then probably it's not going to work out for you. I was kind of dyslexic. I could not write a two worth beans. I was still, my daughter laughed at my two. It's like, is that a two? It's like, oh, please, I'm having flashbacks. So my second grade teacher laughing at me for making a two backwards. So if you are of average intelligence, you should do well. And if you don't do well, then we have a lifetime retake guarantee. But usually within the first week, is that it, Greg? Oh, I get it now. I was like, yeah. How come nobody told me? Because there wasn't financially, there's no incentive to tell you. Yes, there are secrets. Yes, there are keys. Yes, there are. Yes, I'm holding them back. Yes, everyone else holding them back from you too. But once you get it, you're like, oh, wow, really? It's like, yeah, it's like that. But they say there's no holy grail. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of myths in trading, and they design those myths to keep people broke and sending money to those that have the keys. Well, Greg, I don't believe you. It's like, you don't have to believe me. Look what's on your screen. Look how many pips is on your screen. I have no incentive to lie to you. I can just show you what's happening. These things are limiting out in front of you. Well, I don't believe it. This is all some type of trickery. I'm like, yeah. You're using mirrors. You're using Photoshop. Yeah. For video. One spot 4492. I was even accused of having access to bank feeds, being able to see prices before they even occur. It's like, yeah, it's like Wayne Gretzky. He says, don't go where the puck is. Go where it's going to go. So like, how do you know the puck was over there? Well, he kind of like did some angles and ricochet thing, little trajectory things in his head. He could see where the puck is going to go and skate to where the puck is going to be and wait there. And that's basically, that's like, it's like a card counter. How does a card counter know? Well, he knows how many cards are in a deck. He knows how many tens are in the deck, and he bets accordingly when it's in his favor to bet. Looking for another bounce. Now, I might be pushing my luck. We got a higher low, and of course it hears me. Makes me into a liar. I mean, all I need, let's see, we're up 0.8. Let's limit out. Let's limit out. Winner, chicken dinner. Need a gap up and limit out. I'll get rid of those bid-ask lines. I'll have to sell the bid, so the orange line has to get to the take profit. 40 minutes here. Again, my name is Greg McLeod from Elite Trader University. Great to see you. Great to have you aboard. Get to look over my shoulder again. And class is rapidly filling up fast. The May class is underway and doing really well. And the June classes open up for enrollment. So you click the link below and you can join the next class. Just fill out a short application and get you started. Or fast track, open up a Xenia account and fund it with $10,000 or more. And you can get up to a $4,000 scholarship. Well, price kind of stalled out there. I was hoping that we'd get that surge there. 5,906.60. Coming down to that 44.91 support. Pulling back down to another level of support there. It's a somewhat pseudo double top. I'm trading off a tick chart. This is a C Trader platform from Xenia, and we have, these are tick candles. No, some other platforms, they have tick. Yeah, they have tick, but it's a line, it's like tick lines, not why, because tick candles take a lot of processing power. And you can see when this gets to 21, we get a new candle. Now sometimes it happens fast. If it's lots of activity, lots of order flow, then we'll see this move very quickly to 21 and a new candle. If we have slow order flow, then it might take a little bit longer. In fact, it could take a minute for a tick to show up. It could take seconds. It's based on order flow and not time. This allows you to see the patterns clearer and is not distorted by lots of dead doji. When there's no, at any time dependent chart, you have to fill that next point of time with price action. So you put a doji in there. When in doubt, throw a doji, and another doji, and another doji. And then what will happen is these patterns become elongated and they actually look very distorted. So we're sitting here on this support 44.89, and we're down about 5 pips. I'm holding out 9:54, so we got 6 minutes. So we'll give it 6 minutes. 6 minutes, a new hour. Sometimes the algorithms and the computer program, the robots, they start taking action at points of 30-minute increments. 9:30, 10 or 10 o'clock, or 10:30, 11 o'clock. So you might see big surge in price movement when we get to that next big round number on time. Round numbers in time, round numbers in price. You never tell anybody, hey, I'm going to come over to your house at 3:47. Okay, I'll be there at 3:47. No, no, you say, hey, 4 o'clock, right, or 3:30. You always round it to the zero or the half hour. They're real precise. Well, I'll see you at 3:15. Okay, well, can you make it like 3:25 just to give me a little extra time there? It's like, no, we always, we go by 30 minutes and hour increments. And robots are programmed and the algorithms are programmed by people. So they probably say, well, okay, let's look back at the next hour candle or the next half hour candle. So 5 minutes is 9:55, and we'll see if we get the push up we're looking for. You can see the tick is not even moving very slowly. 6 ticks, 7 ticks, 8, 9 ticks, 10 ticks. It's starting to, now it's speeding up. More orders are coming through. 12, 12, still 12. Why? There's no orders. 12, no orders. There are no orders. We're stuck at 12 ticks. 13, okay. 14. Okay. 17 ticks. Still 17 ticks. Now 18. Order flow slowing down dramatically. $19, $21. There's your new candle. There we go. Shift it over. $9.57. See, order flow is dramatically dropped. Ticks, number of ticks has dropped per minute or per second, or the speed of ticks coming across us slowed down dramatically. And now it's starting to act like the pound normally acts during Asia session. Blah. Again, well, Greg, why are you still in it? Well, it's 9:58. We'll see what happens there. And if anything, we have Fibonacci area, 50% retracement. 9:58. See if some orders were fired off. $21 ticks, a new tick. 1.4489. 1 is 9:59 p.m. 23rd of May 2016. And see if we get another move higher. I was looking for a test of the 50% retracement, and we actually did get it. I mean, it was, and actually my limit is a little bit beyond that. So, let's see, 9:59, and let's see what happens next. Anyway, 44.88, and the last major swing, on a tick chart, that's a big swing there, but it's only like 13 pips. So I might say, hang on to that. Price should stop at one of these fibs and head back higher. $10 straight up. Hey, look at that. How do you do that? Magic. No, it was probably a half pip move, right? Okay, 21 is you get a new candle. And 21. New candle. Nothing going on there. Drawing blanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Well, anyway, we're down about 6.7 pips on this trade. No, 5.8. 6.3. 6.2. Okay. So, I mean, we're just hanging around there, consolidating here. Again, it is the British pound, and we did nail a whole bunch of trades, in this British pound during Asia session. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead. It's 10:01, and we will sign off. And again, I invite you to apply and enroll in our Elite Trader University. Elite Traders University is a 12-week course, 36 hours of group coaching, and we have 12 modules, and that it forms the foundation of your training. You'll be able to ask questions, interactive in our 24-hour a day, 7-day-a-week chat room, and there's a 42-page ebook to help you understand the concepts and understand my trading system so you can trade like this or even better. So I look forward to seeing you in class. Take care. Happy pipping. This is Greg McLeod for Elite Trader University signing out. Cheers. Bye-bye.